Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Around the Creek podcast. As always, I'm Elijah.
I'm Aiden.
And I'm Owen.
And Happy New Year!
Yes, Happy New Year!
Good
Yeah,
New
Happy
Year's.
New Year. Welcome to the new year.
Welcome to the
Welcome
year
to
that
It's 2024. It's 2024. We made it, guys.
By the way, this is us talking from the past, but
Yeah.
it's 2024 now.
It'll be
Yeah.
2024 when this
the whole
episode
world-
comes out. Like, right when this podcast comes out. Like, it's
Yeah.
dropping at 12 a.m.
This is
For all we know, though, because this is in the past that we are talking now, the world could
Do we
blow up
really
tomorrow.
know that 2024 is gonna happen?
Exactly.
Totally.
Anyways.
Anyhow, assuming that we make it to 2024.
Assuming
How
they make it
long-
2024, yeah.
How long have we been doing this podcast for?
That's a good question. I'm
A
gonna check right
while.
now, actually.
Let me check. When was our first episode released? It was released.
A while ago, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
In June.
about half a year
June.
ago.
So how many months is that? I
Roughly
want to do
like
math.
6 months. Yeah, 6 months.
6 months.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yep,
Half a year.
That's insane.
nearly half a year.
That's
Totally
so
consistently as
crazy.
well. We were totally consistent. Definitely
Oh,
didn't miss
yeah,
any
yeah,
weeks.
consistent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. You
Sorry
know
about
us.
that, y'all. We were
Oopsies.
we had a little bit of an
Maybe
issue of
that's one of our New
consistency.
Year's resolutions. is
New
to
Year's
be
resolution,
more
yeah.
Be
Consistent.
More consistent, better, kind of growing and adapting.
Yeah, what are our New Year's resolutions for the podcast?
So I'll start. I think we'll go around.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
each
Okay,
give
okay.
we'll each give 3.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I say try to find some more people to bring on.
Yeah, that was mine.
As well as we said, be a bit more consistent
Yeah.
and just like do fun things with
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, we should do that. Aiden, do you have anything to say?
I think first and foremost, of course, consistency. As Elijah said, consistency. Number 2 is bring back Chris Bennett. I love him. He is so funny. He's
Absolutely,
awesome.
Absolutely, we are bringing back
He-
Chris. We will make it
Please.
happen.
His surprise. So I got the Surprise Comics comic book today in the mail, and I'm so happy. I've been reading through it. It is the best thing ever, and I love Happy Place, and I need more Happy Place. Please, I love it. And then third resolution. I had it. What was it? Oh yeah, just being more kind of natural and flowing, and not like tense during podcasts. Like as we record, just
Yeah.
kind of be like, just be ourselves and not be afraid to just, go off on tangents. Of course, not too much, but just be able to be ourselves, really.
Yeah.
So I think again, I really want to get more people on. I'd like to figure out a better audio system.
That is
That we
true.
can
Oh,
That is
you
valid.
and your audio.
Yeah,
I swear, every time we start this podcast, Owen starts off, Elijah,
your mic
fix
doesn't
your
sound
audio.
right.
Yeah.
Elijah, fix your mic.
Well,
Fix
it
your mic.
doesn't.
It sounds fine right now, right?
It
sounds
sounds
good
fine right
now.
now. Well, we're about to find
Exactly.
out when I'm editing this later tonight. So
Yeah. But audio would be a good thing, and
water.
I think like just more stuff with the community. I think would be nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
And
We've
more
talked about a
bonus
lot of things. Like we've
episodes.
talked about Discord servers. We talked about
We're
like-
thinking about a Discord server. I'm a little nervous about Discord server.
I think it's a
That-
bit too soon for that.
a
But
little
if
too
anyone-
soon. Yeah.
If you guys want that, then let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
We'll
you have any
do a community-
suggestions, let us know. The email's
And if
open.
you-
I check it pretty much every day.
In a few months, we might do a community poll regarding maybe or a question about what stuff you get
Yeah.
Yeah.
want to be.
I'm also
seen
gonna
from
try and be
us.
more active on the Instagram. That's for sure.
And me on the Twitter. I've been
Yes,
pretty poor
please.
with being on Twitter. But it's not
So
like
go check us
we're
out.
very popular on Twitter anyway. The Instagram's bigger.
So
yeah.
I think one very big one, and this is a big one that I don't know if it'll be possible this year, but hopefully, some form of meetup between us three,
Oh
That would
my.
be so much fun.
or
Oh
at
my
least
gosh.
That-
2 of us.
Would be so.
No, it has to
amazing.
be all 3 of us. We got
We
all
can
meet up.
try, but I don't know. We'll see.
If we start.
I
making
mean, if
money.
y'all I have the money. I just got
I also
promoted,
have
so I
money.
got.
I don't.
All right,
So
guys,
you
we're going to
guys meet up.
Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, come to Canada, guys.
Except
Me
you're
and
the
what
only one
passport?
out of us that has a passport. Exactly what I was about to say.
Yep.
Owen's the only one of us that has a passport
You
out of
guys
the
don't
three
have
of us.
passports?
No,
Nope.
because I've never got out of the
been out of the
country.
country.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to, don't get me wrong. I want to go to other
Same.
countries, I want to travel. But I have not had the opportunity yet. Yet.
Yeah.
But I feel like senior year, that's something definitely possible, like after graduation. So, might not happen this year, possibly next year. We'll see. Looks like Bluey
Yeah.
is still going to be going for a long, long while, so I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of podcasts, or not podcasts, we got a whole bunch of Bluey episodes to go over, so I'm not too worried.
With that being said, and episodes to go over, today's episode
Is
happens
whale
to be
watching.
a New Year's episode.
Uh-huh.
Whale watching, as Aiden said.
As I already said.
Yeah, as
Sorry,
I
we don't
said.
orchestrate this at all. We just say it. So
No.
It is technically after New Year's.
it's like
a
New
day- it's
Year's
like a d-
morning.
it's
like it's after New Year's
yeah,
Eve,
it's
so they're
January-
just
it's-
waking
yeah,
up
it is
January
It's
1st.
January 1st.
And they are hungover like crazy. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll
So,
get to
yeah.
that.
This episode, I mean, I thought it was really funny and just an overall like pretty good
Oh, yeah.
episode.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a great episode.
It was a quality one.
Definitely. We got a lot of fun Easter eggs in here as well. But I think the first frame we see a long dog.
Yes,
like,
we do.
Yes, we do.
right at the beginning.
Behind,
Long
right
dog.
behind the TV.
Mm-hmm.
On
I
the
believe it's
ground.
like right underneath the TV. Yeah, like underneath the TV stand or something like that.
Not
yeah.
the stand, but like the shelf that it's on.
Oh yeah, like
Mhm.
like it's on
Yeah.
the TV shelf. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's somewhere
instantly,
in that
pretty
general
much.
vicinity.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's actually
First
interesting,
frame.
though. It is interesting though. There's actually two. In
There
this
is.
episode.
I didn't see the
There
second
is.
one.
At the very end when they go to the other room, like the. What do
And
we
you
call
said
that?
nothing about this when we were watching the episode.
No, I know. I didn't think of mentioning it, but it is interesting that there are two long dogs in this episode. Where you go when they go to the, what is that called?
Like,
you know, like
when it
the,
opens
like,
up to the.
it's
No, I
like-
know what you mean.
it's-
Yeah.
Oh, what is that called? I had one.
Like
in
it's almost like a
Canada.
porch, but it's not.
It's like indoor porch.
Indoor
Um,
porch kind of.
A patio?
Patio, yeah. I
Patio,
think,
yeah.
Maybe.
Is that what it is?
A veranda. I don't know. I don't think it's a
okay.
veranda. No.
A
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
vestibule? I don't know.
A what?
Vestibule. That's a
That sounds
that's
like
a good word.
Vehicle.
It does. Vestibule is like a. What is a vestibule? How would you
It's
define
like-
it? It's like
I
a
have one.
container. It's like a contained area.
Riveting.
Riveting.
So...
Riveting. Lovely grammar.
An
It's-
antechamber hall or lobby next to the outer door of a building.
Okay.
that's not
Yeah.
what it is.
Vestibule actually
Whatever.
kind of.
The area
works for
that they go to when they get off the boat. Spoilers. you can
Spoilers.
see
They don't stand the
on-
boat.
You can see it on the pillow. And the first time you see it, I'm pretty sure is in the episode Pool. So I guess they just didn't change the thing. There's also 3 tennis balls in this episode.
Yeah, there's a lot of tennis balls.
Yeah. But who wants to talk about the episode? What is the episode about?
Of course,
Yeah,
I
so
closed down the wiki.
okay. Well, I'll get us started. So we're in the living room? Yeah.
Yeah, living room area.
And Bandit and okay, so Bandit and Chili. Bandit's on the ground. Bandit's on the rug, just like
Yeah.
laying there. Chili's practically passed out on the couch.
Mhm.
And the kids, parents are relieved because the kids are in the other room talking to Muffin.
For now.
For
For
now.
now. Yeah.
Doesn't last long.
And as soon as they say that, what two little furry things come running into the room?
It's Bluey and Bingo.
Of course.
The little mischievous things. Ready to abuse their parents once more.
My
Of course.
fave. Of course.
Of course.
So, when we're there, the parents are like, "Can't you guys go play by yourselves?" And they're like, "Why are you guys so tired?" And Bandit's trying to find the words to kind of
Yeah. It's like
and Chili's
like,
like,
how do
"We're
I
just
explain this?
tired?"
Yeah,
we're
sleepy.
tired. We're
It's
sleepy.
sleepy.
When in reality, they were just partying at a New Year's party.
We are
Mhm.
definitely not dealing with way too much blood alcohol content in our system right now.
Yeah,
What?
Our blood's like 50% at the moment.
that's a way to put it.
Blood
Okay.
into wine.
Well,
Blood into wine?
Blood
What?
into wine. Just kidding.
That's not even the correct thing.
No, it's not.
uh-oh.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Their blood alcohol content is higher than it should be. But
Anyways.
of course,
Anyhow.
when Bandit's brother is involved, it's not good. But yeah, they were up all night. I believe they were at Stripe's house, right?
Yeah.
Stripe and Trixie and Muffin and Socks. Oh, Socks. I love Socks.
Wait, so who was watching Bluey and Bingo then?
Who was watching Bluey and Bingo? They were probably just or they're supposed to be sleeping because it says that they were
not-
supposed to be sleeping, but they weren't. But
I
they
don't think
weren't. Exactly.
No, because Muffin was there,
Yeah.
but
No,
they weren't. As far
because
as
they
we're
were
aware.
no, but they were on the phone with Muffin.
Yeah.
So
But
that's probably
as
what
far
Muffin
as we're
talked
aware, they
about.
weren't at the party last night.
No, they weren't.
No,
Yeah,
they were there. Okay, so what happened is they were
went
there.
to the New Year's party.
The New Year's party. Yes.
Yeah, no, because the way Bluey talks about it, she wasn't there.
No, because
No,
they
she
just got
was.
off the phone with Muffin.
No, she was asleep, but Muffin was not. And Muffin, she was like, Muffin said you were dancing on the barbecue table or something like that. And so Muffin was awake and was watching who knows what was going on. The chaos. The drunken chaos going on down there. And because Bandit says that you guys are supposed to be asleep. Remember? And so they obviously weren't asleep.
He said you got Muffin was supposed to be asleep, not you guys.
Yeah.
I don't think they were there.
No, they weren't there.
I don't know. I could be
was like,
completely incorrect.
Okay, bye kids. Go sleep now. We're not going anywhere to do horrible things.
Get the beep back there. I just gotta mention this really quick.
The little beep.
Owen's fire alarm has been
Owen's smoke
beeping.
detectors is
I'm
going
going
off.
His
to
smoke detector has been beeping. We've been on the call for about an hour just goofing around, and it has been beeping for the past hour. And they cannot find where it is.
Close.
And
I
it's
have
been
no
beeping
idea
constantly.
where
So
it
if you
is.
hear a beep in the middle of the podcast,
Just know
it is
that one of the batteries
Owen.
in Owen's smoke detectors.
We will change it. Don't worry.
Yes, they will. Fire safety is important, kids. Ooh, wait, something I just noticed. Hold up. So I was looking through. Where did I see it? Gosh dang it. No, keep going. I'll find it again.
Okay.
Okay, where were we?
Never
were
mind,
talking
I
about-
found it.
Oh, what?
So, I was looking at the back of my, I was looking on the Bluey wiki, and just something I want to point out really quick is in the animation department for Bluey. So this is kind of not really related and kind of related at the same time. But you know how I was talking about the comic book that I got from Chris earlier? Well, I saw the name Naomi Scutts in the animation, and I was like, that sounds familiar. And sure enough, one of Naomi Scott's comics is in this book.
Oh,
So that's cool. I just
cool.
like suddenly just noticed it. Like I don't know how I remembered that name because I was looking at the back. I was like, oh, okay. I just remember that name like out of nowhere. So that's kind of cool. Yeah,
That is really cool.
just something I
Also,
realized live.
My parents have found the noise detection. I can't believe I didn't
Let's
see
go!
it.
Finally.
W.
All right.
So I'm gonna
It'll either
muted
be
for a bit.
fixed or it will be beeping uncontrollably, and we will not be able to continue the
Or Owen's
podcast.
house is on fire.
Or
Yeah.
Owen's house is on fire and it was not out of batteries this whole time. But yes, continue.
Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, so maybe like Rad or something. Oh, I don't know.
Rad?
Somebody watched them.
No, it was definitely Muffin. Muffin was definitely the one that
No.
saw them.
Oh my!
No.
What I am saying is the kids watched Bluey and Bingo while they were away.
Oh,
The
who's
kids
watching
watched
Bluey and Bingo? No, I get it. I get it. No,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
not
possibly.
like babysitter. Who was babysitting them there?
Probably.
I feel like
Frisky.
Radley would join them though. Probably Frisky. I think Frisky would just stay behind.
That's true. Frisky would stay behind.
Yeah.
Trust me,
We'll just
Radley would
assume it's
join.
Frisky, or maybe
Yeah.
like I don't
This
know.
is not important.
This is
This
not
isn't
important
relevant
whatsoever,
at all.
but we make it important.
Anyhow, continuing on. Yeah, pretty much. Parents were up very late, partying,
Mm-hmm.
and Stripe was practicing his cannonball. Apparently,
Yeah.
Yes,
according to Muffin.
of course that could not go wrong.
Classic Stripe.
Classic Stripe, exactly. Stripe is probably the main problem causer, honestly.
Yeah. So after that encounter, we learn that Bluey and Bingo want to play whale watching, where I guess they want Bandit to be the boat because he's on the ground, and they want Chili to be the whale. And I guess they're just, in charge of everything because they just kind of force their parents to do this.
I mean, their parents aren't getting up and doing anything. They're
Yeah,
just
they're not doing anything. They're
the least
dead.
movement possible. They're as close to being dead as you can get.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, why didn't Bandit do the quiet game thing again with this? But
Probably
They-
because they've learned that
yeah,
doesn't
they
work.
probably learned that doesn't work, and they got scammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this encounter between Bandit and Chili is really funny. Like they're arguing and fighting with each other. It's very comical.
Mhm.
Like, and can you be our boat? Then, when
Bandit makes a
finally-
great boat, by the way. The way
He
his
does make a
tail
great
folds
boat.
up into a wheel.
Chili.
I know.
You just make a better boat than I do.
Yeah.
I
You make
mean,
a better
she
boat
ain't
than I do.
wrong. He is very boat shaped.
And Mom, you're the whale.
What?
And dang, that was personal.
That laugh felt genuine. So once a game gets put in gear, I guess you could say, Bandit's reluctant to really play along. He's kind of like moving back and forth, smooth sailing. But then when Bluey wants there to be a storm,
Rough
Bandit
seas.
doesn't. Rough seas. Bandit doesn't budge.
No.
And Bluey
I don't
just
blame
wanted,
him.
like, I'll just
He
sail
looks like
till
he's on
I
the
find
verge of
Russ.
vomiting.
Yeah, I'll just sail till I find I'll just sail till I find rough seas. Sail, sail. Here we
Sail,
are,
sail,
rough
sail.
seas.
Rough seas. There we go. That's
It's
like
like-
such a kid thing.
It's like cook in like Hammer Barn. Cook.
Yeah.
Blip. I
They-
love that part.
It's like kind of like I
It's
guess
like Pokemon.
explaining what like what way? What do you
Because the
mean it's like Pokemon?
say their name. The Pokemon
Uh-huh.
just say that's how they talk.
Oh no, I get it. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but it's more like explaining what's going on, like cook, as if it wasn't completely obvious that they were cooking.
Sorry,
Or
I'm just now getting the gift. Despite all my rage,
oh my gosh,
now getting the gift. Despite all my rage, I am still just a cat in a cage. It's a rat in a cage.
okay, okay.
Okay, continue. Sorry. Cut that out.
No singing. All right. Well, obviously, Bandit doesn't want to get up and move. Wants to be as still as possible because he looks like he's on the verge of vomiting. He's so tired. I guess. Oh my goodness, my throat. I was laughing too hard. So, eventually he does humor Bluey,
Why?
and he does kind of rock back and forth and kind of up and down, but he doesn't really want to do much.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get to the whale, but she's just like lying there, on the couch, and I believe was it Banner or was it Bluey who suggested getting food?
No,
For-
you're wrong.
I'm wrong. It was neither. It was Bingo.
You're forgetting a bunch of parts. Again.
I know I am. I do that.
So once Bandit actually kind of gets into the mood forcefully, not really wanting to, unwillingly, I think is the correct term of words. Chili really tries to add more obstacles for Bandit to act out because Chili's being a jerk.
Chili chat, and that's with Bandit, and of course, as always.
It's like snapping turtles, snap, snap, and tidal wave, and then Bandit has like
And sea mines!
sea mines.
Just kidding. Boom!
And then once they get to the whale, they get to the whale and Chili just goes, "Whoa,
Mood.
wake."
Understandable.
The dialogue between Bandit and Chili in this episode is gold. It's
Mhm.
so good. Oh yeah, that's something else I wanted to mention.
Old girl doesn't seem that lively today.
Yeah, the old girl doesn't seem lively today. But I forgot to mention the camera angles are really cool throughout this. With the waving, it feels like you're like on a boat, and the like different effects that they use to show that is really cool.
Third episode in a row, we're getting banger camera angles. They were on something during this little patch of episodes.
Third episode in a row. Oh, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
like camera angles. I mean, it was Ragdoll, and then what was it? What was it after that?
Oh, it was Facey Talk.
Facey Talk, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Perspective's
once they
everything.
But once they get to the whale is not very lively at all. And then I think it's Bingo who suggests it's like maybe you need some food.
So
and
I
then
was wrong both times.
Yeah.
I was like, was it Bluey or was it Bandit?
It might have
Neither.
been Bandit. It might have been Bandit. I think it was Bingo. I was like, maybe you need some food. And then Chili uses this to her advantage. It's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. This is part of the game. Go get me some corn chips. But before that, it's Bandit says whales usually like to eat something healthy and green. Usually. But today, this whale wants
time,
corn chips.
corn
Which
chips.
is so genius of Chili.
Mhm.
And
And make sure you bring sour cream.
Yeah. And then we cut to Chili just devouring a bag of corn chips and just having the time of her life.
I do not like sour cream. I'd be like, guacamole, please.
Sour cream is pretty good, but I've never had it like by
Like
itself.
sour cream and chips, nah. Sour cream and salsa, or no, sour cream and salsa. No, have mercy. That sounds awful. Like corn chips and salsa, corn chips and guacamole sounds good to me. But corn chips and sour cream, next.
Is it also an Australian thing to call them corn chips? That sounds like
I
a
don't
very
know. We just
British.
call them tortilla chips.
It
That's
sounds very British, and a lot of British things are taken from no. A lot of Australian things are taken from Britain. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like
I'm
English
pretty sure
culture.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. But I think it's more just a matter of preference. Like some call them corn chips, some call them tortilla chips. Some
Although
call
I wonder,
'em-
is that like the flavor? Because maybe they are made of corn. Although corn flakes are made of corn, I don't think. Are they? Are cornflakes made of corn?
cornflakes are made of corn. Yes.
Oh.
There's no false advertising. Cornflakes are definitely corn.
Okay then. The room in the background. What room is that?
Oh god, here we go again.
I'm going
Um,
there again because it looks like a dining room, but why would you have two dining rooms? The only other time we see this room is in the episode
The pool.
Housework,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we're just not gonna
No, I get that. Yeah.
The one near the staircase.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's like a dining room area, I guess.
No, their dining room is right next to the
It's a
kitchen.
dining room area or
They
something,
might
bro.
have two
Or no.
dining rooms for some reason. I don't know.
Damn, they're rich.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
duh, they
we've
are.
established this.
This has been established.
I wonder if we'll see that in the Bluey game.
Maybe.
That's what I'm looking forward to. The layout of the house.
Well, house.
Because
I mean,
it's
if we get to
official.
work, we were trying to play multiplayer, but I bought it on
Yeah.
PC, and we spent a lot of time. We'll get
No,
working
it was a
eventually.
Depressing day.
It kind of worked.
It was a depressing
It didn't. It didn't work. We
It-
tried.
Yeah, we tried a lot.
Even after the corn chips, like Chili just doesn't have it in her. She tries to jump and she just makes a mess on the ground. It's just
All the
sad.
food falls off her. Like I believe,
Yeah.
like the sour cream, the corn chips, just plop.
The sour cream actually doesn't fall off, but the corn
It
chips do, and
doesn't.
they're all over the ground. It's very upsetting.
Very
Very
upsetting.
upsetting.
No, the chips, the
Yeah.
precious chips.
I mean, they're dogs.
They'll do dog things and eat food off the floor.
They'll eat it
Of
off
course,
the floor.
in the Bluey universe, when the cameras are rolling, they eat
Yeah.
food off the floor.
Oh God.
Oh no, not a film theory.
No, please.
But they instead of,
Do you want to talk?
I mean, I think I got it from here. I mean, y'all
Okay.
might call me out again, but
You got it. You got it.
I think I got it.
I have
But
faith.
yeah, so since Chili doesn't really have it in her, they put like a little documentary of whales on. It's with the mommy whale and the baby whale, and this kind of documentary is voiced by Natalie Portman. That's right, Padme Amidala in Star Wars and Jane Foster in the MCU. Natalie Portman
Oh wow,
voices.
really?
Yeah, she voices this little segment of documentary.
How did it's Bluey?
It's Bluey. What do you mean? It's Bluey. They can get pretty much anyone on there. They could ring up the president of the United States, and they would probably be able to. It's Joe Biden on the next Bluey episode. That'd be wild.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump and Biden. They could probably do both. Heck, they could get Obama in that group too. But oh, that'd be so funny. They would never do that, but that'd be awesome.
I also wanted to mention just the really nice lesson here that TV is sometimes a good thing for kids. It's not always horrible
that's true.
to put when you're not feeling like doing anything, put on TV.
I don't think that was the lesson they're trying to convey, but you're not wrong.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm gonna be
you're entirely missing the entire message of the episode.
No, I understand the message of the episode, but I'm talking about this mini lesson here.
It's not wrong because when I babysit, I try to like not cram screens in front of the kid's face. But like, I'm gonna be honest, there's just times where there's nothing else to do.
Yeah,
that is understandable. Yeah, and they got creative with it too. They didn't just use the TV, just like watch TV. They use this part of like their whole like play thing. Oh, I knocked my mic. But they use it as like a part of their game, where like they're going whale watching. So those are the whales that you see.
Yeah, I guess they're still watching whales.
So
yeah,
it adds to it. But the overall lesson here, which I thought he was gonna say, is that mothers will do anything for their kids, even when they don't feel like it, and that's
not particularly mothers though, like
parents.
Will do anything.
Yeah, parents.
Yeah. Because
Bandit,
real MVP.
No, I think it's still Chili, but Bandit definitely did put in some work.
He put in way more work. What do you mean?
Okay, that's true. He did get absolutely just like trampled by both the kids. So
Exactly.
You're right. Sorry, looking back, you're correct. But
this is such a great shot though.
You can see that Chili is as she's watching the documentary, she feels a little bit called out. Like there's nothing the mommy whale wouldn't do for the baby whale, and she's like, "Dang, really call me out like that, hot TV."
And it even like pokes fun at her. It's like,
yeah,
he honestly does that sometimes. Like I feel like, okay, this is gonna sound really deep. Just like, yeah. Hold on, let me go.
All right, well,
so you know how like parents watch Bluey and they're like, "Oh wow, I feel like I should be doing that with my kids and not doing this with my kids."
No.
Yes. No. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's
like people are like, "Oh my god, they're a model family. We should be doing what they're doing."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I wonder if that's like either purposely or not purposely kind of pointing at that.
Oh, interesting.
A little bit, yeah. Well, I feel like that's a little bit. I think it's indirectly, but there is.
But, like,
oh
you
my
can
gosh!
see that, right?
Yeah, I can definitely see the
Correlation.
with the correlation here, yeah, definitely for sure. Another thing on that is that well, we know the family isn't perfect, but that's what makes them perfect, I guess.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people focus on only the good aspects about the Bluey healer family, and not the bad. Because there's
I
plenty
wouldn't
of
say that.
it's definitely everyone thinks,
There
oh
are better
yeah,
episodes to express that idea, though.
yeah.
This one's, I don't think, isn't the best one to
They were
express
just,
that idea.
I think what Elijah was doing is just making a correlation on that
No, I get
aspect
that.
of it. So yeah, there's that aspect is definitely there. Yeah, but I don't know if
You
I
know,
don't think
like,
it was intentional.
also TV in general just kind of does that. Like, you can
Yeah.
correlate a lot of
Oh
it.
yeah,
Just like, maybe I should do that, or
that's calm.
No,
Yeah, it'd make me
Bluey has made
insecure.
us. Bluey has made us better people.
I would say
so.
I would say so. Yes, it's got me back in
There's
touch with
so many
my
lessons that I take
little
from
younger.
Bluey.
Yeah,
I think it helps me interact with the kids that I work with a bit better.
it helps me cope with growing up.
Oh, and that.
Yeah.
That's just flat out the reason I
And
started
a lot of
watching
other
it.
stuff. Let's just not get into that.
I
Let's
started
not get
I
into that.
started my first job right when I watched the episode The Quiet Game. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Alfie is me. That's me right there." I never felt so represented by a character before.
That's awesome.
And so I was like, I have to watch the rest of the show because I was just watching with my siblings. My two little sisters.
Okay, so
Oh.
since we're talking
And then
about
that
origin stories
episode
about how we got into
hooked me.
Bluey again, I'm gonna just say mine real quick, even though I said it like
Mhm.
5 times on this podcast.
Say it
already.
5 times more, brother.
When I first saw Bluey, I'm like, this looks like. So I first heard the theme song, and I'm like, this is the most annoying theme song I've ever heard.
Die.
And so then I look at what it's for, and I'm like, oh, it's for some trashy kid show. And that was unintentional.
You're stabbing Owen in the heart.
And then I watched the first episode, and I'm like, that was not that bad.
That was not awful. I was expecting like Caillou.
And then I keep watching, and I'm like, oh, my heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It really steals. It really takes it away from you.
So where I started watching Bluey was like right in the middle of season 2, which season 2 is peak Bluey. I will not be told
Correct.
otherwise.
Season 2 is peak.
Season 2 is just peak Bluey. I don't know if it'll ever be beaten, but we have in like the span of like an hour or so, I watched Barky Boats, which hit me emotionally. I watched the Quiet.
That hit Berkey Boats.
I also said the Quiet Place. That's a different
Quiet
thing.
Place.
The Quiet
That's a
Game.
different thing.
I saw the Quiet Game, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so represented. And then I saw, what was it? Oh, Cafe and
Oh,
Duck
I love that
Cake.
one.
Now I'm like, oh, I see what they mean now. And so I literally, okay, I don't know if I ever said this before, but after watching those episodes, I literally sat on my bed for 45 minutes just thinking about life. I'm not kidding. I was like,
kind of how
I
I
need
felt
to
about
watch the rest of the
space.
show. I need to I need to watch this beginning to
space
end,
came
and
out.
so I did.
Yeah.
Best idea ever.
Yes, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this show so much. But I'm
Mhm.
not kidding. I spent like an hour watching this show with my siblings, and then it like threw me into like this, I don't know, like mind space where I'm like, I need to sit and think about my life.
Yeah.
So Chili turns off the TV. After she like feels shame for not like kind of withstanding her tiredness. That makes sense.
Somewhat.
And she decides to like, if the girls are gonna play this game, she's gonna make it better. She's gonna do a better job to kind of incorporate herself.
I think she's trying
So
to one-up
she-
Bandit here a little bit.
Yeah.
So she tries to do like the classic whale thing where you like the whale
the
jumps
classic
over
whip,
the boat.
the classic whip in. she tries to do the classic whip and
Aiden, You're
I
insane.
can't.
It would've been
I
fine.
can't.
Keep that. Keep that. Keep that.
I have a mental image for just getting up and hitting the whip. We are so lost right now. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
Okay.
What are you
Anyways,
trying to say?
I was gonna say she was gonna do the classic whale thing where like they jump out of the water over the boat.
I mean, she does a pretty good job.
She does a pretty good job. I like the
Okay,
chips go flying
anyways,
everywhere as
hold on.
well.
Hold on, let me like. She does the class.
She
She
does the
tries to
classic
do-
whip and nay.
Stop. So, Chili tries to do the classic whale. You just hit the whip. I can't. You just hit the whip on
God
camera.
damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so Chili tries to do like the classic whale thing where it's like the whale jumping out of the water over the boat. Instead, well, in the process, instead of water, there's corn chips. So corn chips are flying everywhere, and instead of over the boat, she lands on the boat, and the boat being Bandit.
It looks
And
like it
creates
hurts. Like there
it
goes your
looks
spine.
There's a freeze frame in there of Bandit's face.
It's perfect. It's like the rule of never pause Bluey. This is
Yeah.
yeah. There's so
And,
many good Bluey
yeah.
pause frames.
So after that, the girls are like, "Come on, Bluey's like, "Come on, customer, let's get on the like raft," which is a skateboard, and they
Go to an
skate
island.
off into a different room, and they're like, "Here's your money back," and Bingo's like, "No, it's fine. I really liked it."
Aw.
And then they're like, "Now we have to live on this desert island for the rest of our lives."
Well, of course.
No way.
And then she's
Woohoo!
like, "That's fun. Sounds fun." I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Until 2 days in, when you realize you have no
Yeah.
food and no
And
water.
then Bandit and Chili asks if they still need the boat or the whale. And they say no, and then, Bandit and Chili are happy because they get to
They get to
relax.
rest.
Yeah.
Which just goes to show that hard work pays off.
But like I don't know how Chili's at rest because she's like lying back arched on top of Bandit.
Yeah.
So
that
like
doesn't seem very comfortable.
Also, can we
and Bandit's
talk
like a
about
big
how
dude, so like that's
she's
just
gonna
like
have to,
by
like,
your spine.
wake up and clean up all the corn chips and stuff?
Yeah.
that can wait till later.
Yeah, they're not thinking about that now.
They are not cleaning it up right at that moment.
Yeah.
They were not gonna
Really
do that.
nice ending.
I really like this episode. It was a good ending. Like,
Smooth.
But the
got what they
meaning
wanted.
overall is a pep talk for all you parents out there. Do everything
Yep.
you can for your kids.
Listen,
Or don't,
trying
it's up to
avoid
you.
The kids won't work. If you play with them, they'll eventually go and be like, "Okay, that's enough of that." And
Yeah,
then
it's
you
like they're
can-
gonna get sick of you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm
they
looking
should kinda
over the Bluey
kids
wiki.
kinda
I
go
just have to
through
mention
this
this really quick. I just
Mhm.
saw this.
Go for it.
I'm looking over the Bluey wiki, and there's this like trivia part that says this is
Wow.
the second Bluey episode that shares a name
Shares a-
with a
with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants episode. Are they
What?
keeping track of this? Like, oh yeah,
what
another
else?
one off the list.
So,
Another SpongeBob SquarePants.
Whale watching and sleepy time are
Sleepy
both
time.
also SpongeBob episodes.
Are
yes.
also SpongeBob episodes. You need to watch the
What's
SpongeBob
the
Sleepy
alternative
Time.
to Sleepy Time and SpongeBob?
I don't know. You should watch it though. You might start crying.
Yeah.
But that's just funny. I was not expecting that. But yes, this is a very, very good episode. This is one that I kind of like frequently forget about. But
Yeah,
watching
for sure.
again, I'm like, hold up, this is a good episode. This is really cool. So it's
Yeah.
nice to, be surprised, like, because like again, I'm still going through all the Bluey episodes, not very fast, but I'm still rewatching all the Bluey episodes, whenever I feel like it, and I watch an episode and I'm like, I don't remember it being that good, and so I watch it, I'm
Yeah.
like, huh, that's nice. Like for example, I watched Calypso, for the second time ever a little bit recently.
I
And
love
right
Calypso.
now, as my episodes are standing, it is the highest episode I have listed at the moment. I have it above
Really?
Takeaway, Wagon Ride, The Pool,
The
They're
pool.
they're all up there. They're all
The
up there,
Pool was
number
such a
8.
mid-episode.
But
Let's be- I'm
Calypso,
kidding, I love the Pool.
no, the pool is a good episode.
It's a good
but
episode,
only at
but
the
I
end.
like Calypso. better,
Calypso,
and only
That's
at the
they
end.
create their entire ecosystem. They have their
Yeah.
own community. They have like different jobs. Like it is so incredible.
Mhm.
Like really what they're doing with Calypso, because I found that episode so cool, and it's such a beautiful and sweet episode too. Like you just everything, the music, all of it put together is just lovely.
Can't
and
wait
I
till we
didn't
get to
realize
talk
it.
about that episode in full.
Imagine
yeah.
if we get the voice actor for Calypso on the podcast.
That would be awesome.
That would be absolutely amazing. Probably
That
That
be
would
amazing.
Awesome.
not
We
that
might
we
run-
have any possible play. Like we say like, oh, this would be cool to put on the
I'll
podcast. This would be cool to put on the
search.
podcast. And Owen will try, but we're not saying that we have
Hey.
anyone.
Hey, I've gotten 2 people on the podcast.
That's
thank you very
true.
much.
No,
We're not having
that's
this.
true. But I'm not saying we're not confirming that we have anyone.
Yeah, we can't.
That's
There's
true.
also a bit more to it that we learned. which
Yeah.
we can't get into. But
Yeah.
We can't
there's
get
a little
to,
bit more
but yeah,
to having people on the podcast.
especially people that work at Bluey in any capacity, because there's
Anyways,
Yeah. What would you give this? What would you give this episode on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to
it's a
10.
7.
I would put this probably on a 7, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
I know a lot of people
7.
say like 7 when they're like unsure like where they want to put it. Like they've done like studies or
It's
it's
a
like,
good episode.
but this is
I
generally like a
just
7.
it.
I think it's an 8.
I wouldn't say
Okay,
8. I think 8's a little bit too high for me,
I
but
think
7.
it's high.
7.5. 7.5.
Okay, so that averages us out to like
We put, so it's 7.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.15 then for no. 7.17.
Oh, I did that math wrong. Hold on.
It's like 7.17 on average.
7.16.
7.16.
Oh gosh, dang it, I was close.
It's
That
actually,
is the new.
it's
that is the
actually
new
well, no, it
official
does
rating.
average to 7.17,
I was right. Ha, got it.
but it's actually the number in full is 7.16666666667.
And it goes for, oh, I guess it doesn't go forever. I was wrong.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, it does go on forever because it rounds up. The calculator rounds up.
Oh yeah, it does. So it's a repeat.
So that is the official rating of this episode from now on.
Yes, that's the
That's
that there is objectively correct. No one can say
stone.
We'll
otherwise.
just say 7.2.
Yeah, let's say
7.2, yeah.
If it's
Round
easier, I
up.
can change my score to 7.
So yeah, 7.2.
Good episode.
yeah. Good episode.
Solid
I enjoyed this
episode.
one.
So yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Can't wait
to-
for another
Yeah.
6 more months.
Another 6 more months.
What,
Another year,
only
you mean?
6?
Okay, well,
Usually when people say Happy New Year, like, let's go to another year, another 6 months. Let's hope we make it that far.
yeah.
Anyways, as I was gonna say, first off, thank you to everybody who's been there. Whether you're just this is your first episode listening to us, or
This is your 15th.
you've been there from the start.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank
um,
you.
Yes. thank
Let's
you so
have
much.
another amazing year.
I just gotta say, the Bluey community is it's beautiful. I mean, it's scary sometimes, but it is a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful
It's
community.
a little scary sometimes. Yeah.
If you know the right places to look,
No,
this community is
yeah.
some of the best people out there. Point and answer, you guys. I met you guys
Yeah.
through a Bluey Discord server, and we just called one day, and we hung out, and
All
we
worked
started a
out.
podcast 2 days later.
It's
Like
so
how that doesn't
crazy.
like happen normally.
I was
so
like
it's
thinking
awesome.
about that when I was in the kitchen the other day. I was just thinking about how the heck did we manage that?
I don't
How
know.
the heck did we
How
manage that?
did we manage
How
that?
I don't know. It just happens.
How did we form chemistry out of nothing?
And thing is, like, we all have
What
pretty
was it
different
out of nothing?
interests.
Think about it.
Well,
Was
I
it
mean, like we
really out
all
of
like
nothing?
Bluey.
We all like Bluey, but that's about it. Like that's where it started from. Like, I mean, I don't think me and Owen are sports guys, but well, Elijah, when I met him, wasn't a sports guy, but he became a sports guy pretty quick. Then I don't know, just Bluey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've learned a
Yeah.
lot about each other.
Yeah.
We have, yeah. And like before and
Quite
after
a
episodes,
lot about
we
each
we have.
Yeah.
But like before and after episodes, like we'll hang out, we'll talk, we'll goof around. We just like the amount of
Yeah.
laughs. Like my goodness, it's funny,
Yeah,
man.
it's great.
If you
I have a ton of
guys
fun.
could listen to the bloopers, it would be
It's
really
just us. It's pretty much a
just
laughing track.
It's just a laugh track.
It's
Yeah.
so much fun. We cannot post it.
We
though.
cannot.
Oh, no, we cannot
Sometimes
post
some
it.
of the things, yeah. We'll never be able to
Yeah.
post it, but it is funny,
It's
and
great.
there is some fun times to be had there.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you guys for an amazing year, or
Yeah,
amazing
thank
half
you.
a year. Let's go
Have
to
an
another.
amazing year going forward.
Let's make it 2025.
And as always, I'm Elijah.
I'm Aiden,
And I'm Owen.
and thank you, Natalie Portman.